So in this video today, I want to talk about a really powerful method of improving in pretty much any area of life, and that's using the power of visualization, or you could call it our imagination. I've been reading this book by Maxwell Maltz called Psycho-Cybernetics, and it's just really reinforced some of the things that I already believed, and that's the power of our imagination. Our brain is like a goal-seeking mechanism. It's already inbuilt in us to seek a target and find creative solutions to that target. And one of the ways we can choose a target and allow our brain to find a solution to the target is to imagine whatever it is that we want to achieve and imagine that we're already doing it. So if I take an example, if it's flexibility, and let's say I want to get my pancake stretch, so my straddle, I can spend time visualizing this, being in a position, feeling comfortable, spending more and more time in imagination in a position, finding myself getting into more and more range of motion. And this is going to provide my brain the data to show that I'm capable of reaching this target. And as a consequence, because our brains are already this goal-seeking mechanism, it's going to find creative solutions to the problem. So even if you are not there yet, and even if the goal feels very, very far away, when we use visualization, we reinforce that we are actually capable of the thing itself, and naturally our brain starts to find a way to the target. You don't have to believe me for this, but really try it out. I've tried it with many, many different things, and it's amazing how the brain starts to come up with these amazing solutions by itself. It's not a thing that you have to force, but when you feed your brain the right data, and when you show yourself that you're capable of doing something, our brains naturally find a way to achieve that goal. So this is one of the most underutilized methods of actually improving, and they've done many, many studies where people have practiced basketball free throws in imagination and they did it in real life, and then there was one group who didn't practice at all, and the results showed that the ones who practiced in real life got the most benefit, but closely behind it, the people who practiced in imagination also improved vastly, just a little bit less than the people who actually practiced in real life. And the ones who didn't practice didn't improve. So science actually backs up this theory that what we imagine actually helps us improve in our real life. And I really like this book, Psycho-Cybernetics, because the way he explains it, that the brain is a goal-seeking mechanism, it's a servo mechanism, that's just the way it is. And if you feed it with the right information, it's just going to find a way to its target. So this is one of the most misused powers that we have, and I highly recommend anyone, if they're struggling with something, whether it be fitness related, it could be habit, it can be pretty much anything, but start to visualize in your imagination that you're already able to do the thing, and this is going to reinforce in your mind that you're capable of doing it. And the more and more you reinforce this, the better the goal-striving mechanism of the brain is going to find a way to its target. It's going to find creative ways to get there. It's just the way our brains are wired, that we are able to find solutions to complex problems if we present our brain with the right data. Normally, we reinforce ourselves that we can't do things through doubt, through hearing things from other people saying that we can't do things. But when we go into our imagination, we can pretty much visualize anything we want. So even if the goals seem so crazy to other people, if we visualize them, to us they might feel real. And that feeling of realness is going to give our brain the right data, and it's going to find a way to its target. I highly recommend everyone to read that book. I highly recommend everyone to just play around with imagining things that they want to achieve. The key thing with this is that you have to be consistent. It's not something that you can just do once, because in the end of the day, you're trying to reinforce your brain that you're capable of doing something, and this takes some convincing. It needs the data to show for itself. So if you have enough data in your mind that you're capable of doing something, it's going to believe it and it's going to find a way to its target. So yeah, I highly recommend everyone to check out that book. Highly recommend everyone to practice visualizing their goals, make it a habit, visualize in as much detail as possible. I'll go over some of these things in a future video about the specifics of how I like to visualize. And yeah, I really hope this can help some people because it's been something that I've used throughout my life, really. Thanks for watching and see you next time.